What's up guys, Ryan McGinn here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to shoot videos in 2020 that grow your following, make you money, build your influence, and make you stand out in the sea of competition on social media. So if that sounds good to you, let's get right into it. What's up guys, my name is Ryan McGinn, and if you're new here, I teach you how to effortlessly and quickly create content that makes you money on social media. Okay, so when it comes to shooting videos in 2020, I want to break it down as in, I want to start with actually what not to do or what doesn't matter. What doesn't matter is actually what stops everybody from even starting. The first thing that doesn't matter when it comes to making videos in 2020, and that is what type of camera you are using. So many people get twisted and caught up with the type of camera, and they have to have fancy equipment, nice lenses, and all of this stuff. When in reality, if you have a phone, a little bit of creativity, you can make awesome videos and stand out on social media. So don't let the lack of camera or lack of equipment stop you from even getting started. Yes, nice cameras do make your footage and videos look better, but you don't need that to start. Think of it as an incremental process. When you start working out and lifting weights, you don't start benching 315 pounds. You start at like 95, and then you keep getting stronger and stronger. Content is a muscle. You get stronger and stronger and stronger, and invest in more and better equipment as you go. With that said, let's get into the second thing that doesn't matter at all. Exotic locations, fancy cars, flashy money, and all the stuff you see a lot of people putting on Instagram and YouTube and all the stuff that used to be popular 2 to 3 years ago. Why doesn't that work? It's because you can rent the Lamborghinis on Turo, you can rent Airbnbs for a day and pretend you live in a nice fancy apartment, but what actually matters is you being a real person. You showing up to your audience not as some crazy outlandish character, but as yourself. Not hiding from who you are, not hiding from your surroundings. Showcasing it. Number 3, the thing of things that don't matter when it comes to shooting videos in 2020, and that is LUTs, fancy color grading. So many videos are color graded to the T, and it almost as if it's like filters on photos. It makes the footage and people not even look real anymore. This is YouTube, or this is Instagram, or it's TikTok. The more real you can make your footage look, the better. All right, let's talk about the next thing that does not matter at all when it comes to shooting videos in 2020, and that's cinematic B-roll and slow-mo sequences. That stuff crushes watch time. Watch time is how long you stay watching this video. You don't need to worry about these slow-mo sequences and the fancy cinematic editing. That shit don't matter. All that does is burn precious watch time. And you need to be more focused on getting people to watch your whole video than how cool the cinematic B-roll looks. Yes, there's a place for good B-roll, but don't get stuck on trying to film the most amazing slow-mo footage, because at the end of the day, the message is what matters, not the B-roll. The next thing that does not matter at all is what editing software you're using. You can type into YouTube and Google how to edit videos, how to edit YouTube videos, how to edit, and you will find tutorial after tutorial of teaching you 18 different editing softwares. The editing software that matters is whichever one you can learn, and you can learn fast to start creating content, because speed is what is more important, not quality to start.
Speed's not subjective, quality is.
Quantity creates quality. The more content you put out, the better that content looks, the better your content gets. So you need to put in, again, like the gym reference, reps. You need to just start creating. So whether you're using iMovie, ScreenFlow, Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, it does not matter. Pick one and start learning it. Don't get caught up in what is the best one. The best one is whichever one you will use right now to get your content out there. Quality is subjective to the viewer, and you don't actually know what content is going to work better until you start putting it out there.
Speed is non-debatable. Quality is until it hits the market, and then you can see if it's quality.
Don't get hung up on these new editing techniques and all this fancy stuff. Just start getting your message out there, and again, like working out, incrementally make your content better based on what your viewers are telling you. You can look at your analytics, especially on YouTube. Instagram has good ones. TikTok has good ones. All these platforms' analytics are very intricate and show you a lot of data that most people don't even take the time to look at. You, my friend, should start looking at that data, because it is what's going to separate your content from everybody else's.
Yo, what's up guys? I'm about 5 hours into editing this video right now at Starbucks, and I just want to say thank you for watching this far, as well as if you haven't hit that like button yet, you've made it 5 minutes into this video, so it's clear you like the video. Go ahead and hit that like button, and also throw me a subscribe. I want to make new videos every week. Let's get back to the video.
So with that said, let's get into things that actually do matter, and I've broken that down into basically 2 simple things. Who is saying something and what are they saying? Now, whether you're filming videos for yourself or your clients, this is all you need to focus on. Okay, so when it comes to who is saying something, I've broken that down into 3 separate parts. Number 1 is a connection and a relatability. If you're not building a connection, if you're too far unrelatable from your potential viewer, your potential audience, then you're not going to make it. You will be sniffed out. You will be seen as inauthentic and people will just not follow you and keep moving on. So you have to kind of walk the line of being somebody who has a reason to connect with their audience, and also you can kind of come at people on their level, and that's going to make them feel like they like you. It's going to feel like they know you, and they're going to be drawn to watching more and more of yours or your client or whoever you're filming for's content. So that is the first thing. The second thing is you need to build some sort of authority and credibility. And now whether you're a new person starting out or you've been at this for years, you constantly have to be reminding people of why they should be paying attention to you and why they should be listening to you. Like, I know that this channel right now is new, but I have created thousands of videos on the internet. I've grown my old-fashioned YouTube channel to almost 30,000 subscribers. I have a GoPro YouTube channel that I'm building right now. I have grown my Instagram to 12,000 subscribers. I work with tons of clients and consult with brands. If I'm not constantly reminding you guys about that, then you will never know. I always say, whenever you're backing up credibility and authority claims, you need to show examples and show facts to back these up. This creates a credibility and a level of authority about you, which is going to, again, if you're being relatable and a reason to connect, and you're having authority and a credibility, people are going to naturally want to hit that subscribe button and pay attention to you. And lastly, you do have to kind of have a celebrity about you. Now, this is something that builds over time. As you grow your followers, there's a natural celebrity that kind of happens with that. People look to you for information that creates a status. But at the end of the day, you can, if you are naturally living and you are teaching people, basically living what you preach, then you will have a celebrity about you already. It comes with being authentic. And Gary Vee kind of talks about this with his document, don't create, because if you're documenting what you're doing and the stuff, the intricacies of your business and the people you're meeting and the places you're going and what you're doing, then that will create a natural celebrity. And check that off with authority and credibility and connection and relatability. And you, my friend, are somebody that people will follow. So the next thing that matters when it comes to producing and shooting videos in 2020 that make you money and build your audience, grow your following, build your influence, what are you or your client or the person you're filming saying? It's about the message. It's about the impact. It's about you showing up and providing value and helping somebody accomplish something or inspiring them to do something. You have to give people a reason to pay attention. When I say what are they saying, it's also who are you talking to? Do you have a defined audience of people that should pay attention to you? If you do not have a clear and defined niche or an area of expertise that you can provide value and show things, you need to get clear and give people a reason to follow you. And that comes with knowing exactly who you're talking to. I'm also talking about, are you different? Are you blending in with everybody else in your industry? Because if you are, you need to stop that immediately. Because at the end of the day, what makes you you is what makes you stand out. Your insecurities are what makes you different. Your, intricacies and things that you think are probably boring and uneventful are what makes you relatable. These are the things that your potential audience will connect to. So when you make a video, you are not wasting your time. You are ensuring the fact that it will succeed and you will make money. And next thing, is the content actually providing value? So always ask yourself, is this piece of content going to provide value and enrich somebody's life? Because if you answer no to that question, then you have failed. And lastly, when it comes to what are they saying or what is your client saying when you're going to film and shoot videos, does it feel authentic? Or are you coming off too try hard? Are you coming off too nervous? Are you coming off too inauthentic? Or are you coming off inexperienced? Right now on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok and all of these different platforms, they are right for niche creators. People like yourself that have businesses that are actually out there doing stuff, providing value. All you got to do is translate that into putting yourself on video to showcase your expertise and your knowledge. So if you're not an expert in something, go back to work and become an expert in something. That is the fault of Gary Vee's document, don't create strategy, is that so many people can't document because they're not living what they preach. You have to live what you preach. So don't start making content on something that you know nothing about. Don't start trying to position yourself as an expert in something you have never done. This is the time to be authentic. This is the time to show your expertise and what you actually know. So do that. All right, so that's gonna wrap this video up. I hope it was helpful. I know this talked about more of theory. I'm gonna be creating more videos with specific editing techniques and things that you can do when it comes to making videos. These are the core fundamentals that actually matter. And if you focus on these things, despite your camera, despite your equipment, despite fancy graphics and channel art, despite professional looking videos and videographers and photographers, you will succeed, because those are the core fundamentals of influence. Those are how you get people's attention, and you get it by being yourself. If this video was helpful, please hit that like button below, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't yet, on the screen right now is going to be the last video I posted, which is an entire content plan for 2020. It's about 18 minutes long, and it really breaks down more into what I just explained in this video. So go ahead and check that out. And again, like that video for the algorithm, help me out, leave me a comment and subscribe. Talk to you later. Peace.